silence at the edge of everything we swore we'd never let. Your eyes were distant, cold and wide, like you'd already said goodbye inside. I reached for you, but you were gone, standing still but moving on. This is the last goodbye, the final fall. No more echoes down the hall, no more late night second tries, just empty truths and quiet lies. I give the world to make it right, but this is the last goodbye. Smoking sand, thought we could fight what time had planned, but now the fire's just burning low, and there's nothing left to show. You won't say it, but I can see you leaving who we used to be. This is the last goodbye, the curtain call. No more laughter, no more calls, no more holding through the storm, no more love to keep us warm. I'd bleed to bring us back to life, but this is the last goodbye. So go ahead and walk away. I won't beg, I won't make you stay, but know you're taking part of me into your forever silently. This is the last goodbye, the end of us. No more reasons, no more trust, no last words, no final kiss, just fading from what once was bliss. I'll remember and I'll survive, but this is the last goodbye. You walked away without a sound, like the world just stopped and turned around. I called your name into the night, but silence was my only fight. You didn't flinch, you didn't cry, you left like love was just a lie. Now I'm left behind in the wreckage of rain, picking up pieces, drowning in pain. You moved on like I was never there, like I was smoking thinner air. You were my reason, my design, now I'm just left behind. The bed is cold where you once lay, the pictures fade a little every day. I try to smile but it feels fake, another breath I didn't wanna take. You closed the door and locked me in with memories beneath my skin. Now I'm left behind in the wreckage of rain, picking up pieces, drowning in pain. You moved on like I was never there, like I was smoking thinner air. You were my reason, my design, now I'm just left behind. Was I so easy to forget? A scar you don't even regret. I screamed your name through every night, but you were gone before the fight. Now I'm left behind, just echoes and dust, a heart abandoned, broken my trust. You disappeared, I stayed the same, stuck in the ruins, whispering your name. You were my truth, now I'm confined to everything you left behind. slipped away, just like a dream. Now silence paints the walls we knew in softer shades of losing you. You fade into blue like the end of the day, like the sea pulling further away. I reach for the light, but it falls right through. There's nothing left but a shadow of you. Goodbye never really came true. You just faded into blue. Hum a distant tune of all we lost too soon. No storm, no fight, just drifting slow, like morning frost that starts to go. You fade into blue like the end of the day, like the sea pulling further away. I reach for the light, but it falls right through. There's nothing left but a shadow of you. Goodbye never really came true. You just faded into blue. And maybe that's how love should die, not in flames, but in a sigh. No final kiss, no last regret, just memories we won't forget. You fade into blue like a distant shore, like a song that won't play anymore. I whisper your name, but it drifts away, like the sun at the end of a wasted day. No storm, no scream, just truth. You just faded into blue. Built a world of promises and flame, but nothing gold can ever stay the same. I try to hold you through the storm, but your heart had already gone cold and warm. You looked at me like I was glass, already shattered in the past. There are no more tomorrows for us, the sunrise left to chase or trust. We said goodbye with silent eyes, and let forever slip through the lies. We gave it all and now we know there's nothing left but letting go. I walk along where we once dreamed, the echoes louder than it seemed. You were the fire, I was the flame, but in the end we lost the game. No second chance, no final plea, just fading pages of you and me. There are no more tomorrows for us, the sunrise left to chase or trust. We said goodbye with silent eyes, and let forever slip through the lies. We gave it all and now we know there's nothing left but letting go. Don't turn around. What we had is buried in the ground. If love was real, it wouldn't end. But not all wounds can learn to mend. been through fire, we've been through rain. We've laughed through joy, we've cried through pain. There were days we almost let it go, but something deeper wouldn't let it show. They said we'd break, they said we'd fade, but love like ours is never made to vanish in the wind or rust. There's something stronger, the power of us. It's the power of us that pulled us through. When the world gave up, we still knew. It's the bond that time can't erase, the kind that distance can't replace. We've fallen, we've healed, we've risen above. This is the power of us. This is love. We learn to bend but never fall. We learn to rise after it all. Even when silence filled the space, you lived in every breath I chased. Through every doubt and shattered trust, one truth remained, the power of us. A force that pulled the pieces tight, that made the darkness birth the light. It's the power of us that pulled us through. When the world gave up, we still knew. It's the bond that time can't erase, the kind that distance can't replace. We've fallen, we've healed, we've risen above. This is the power of us. This is love. We learn to bait more than chance. It's choosing love with every delight. We didn't just survive the test, we proved our love outshines the rest. It's the power of us that pulled us through. When the world gave up, we still knew. It's the bond that time can't erase, the kind that distance can't replace. We've fallen, we've healed, we've risen above. This is the power of us. This is love of us. We learn to bend but never fall. We learn to rise. This is love. We learn to bend but never fall. We learn to rise after it all. Even when silence filled the space, you lived in every breath I chased. Through every doubt and shattered trust, one truth remained, the power of us. This is love. This is love. It's more than fate, more than chance. Choosing love with every light. We didn't just survive the test, we proved our love outshines the rest. It's the power of us, the light in our hands, the home we've built where no one stands. We didn't just survive the test, we proved our love outshines the rest. It's the power of us. We search for peace in different ways, tried to outrun the yesterdays. We built our walls to shield the pain, but all we did was feel the strain. I thought I'd find myself alone, but every road just led me home. Back to your voice, back to your light, back to the truth we tried to find. Together was always the answer, not running, not silence, not space. Through every fall and every fracture, it was your love I couldn't replace. I needed the distance to see it was clear that together is why we're still here. We lost our way, we lost our touch, forgot that pain can still mean love. But through the dark I felt the thread, the bond that never broke, just bled. You were the echo in each prayer, the missing piece still hanging there. We fought the fire but not the flame, and now we're back, not just the same. Together was always the We stood in the rain, soaked and torn, hearts shouting loud, both bruised and worn. We said the things we can't take back, lost in the lightning, caught in the black. But thunder fades, the skies can clear, and love remains when dust is near. We nearly drowned without the harm, but somehow found each other's arms. We're closer after the storm, stronger than we were before. What tried to break us only proved that nothing can undo this truth. We bet we bled, but love was born. We're closer after the storm. I walked alone through shattered light, regretting every useless fight. But through the wreckage I could feel a bond to roll, a love to real. The winds were wild, but love was born. When time and pain helped us reveal that even wreckage has a grace. It brought me back to your embrace. We're closer after the storm, wiser, softer, battle-worn. We held on tight through darkest skies and came out with wide open eyes. No more hiding, no false form. We're closer after the storm. Now every scar is proof we stayed, when walking out was the easy way. But love like ours was built to last, not held by fear, not tied to past. We're closer after the storm, not who we were, but something more. The rain just showed how much we care, and now we stand wide bare, hand in hand in perfect form. We're closer, closer after the storm.
Thought I knew what love was then, when you were near, back when we began. But comfort made me blind to see the depth of what you meant to me. It took the quiet, it took the space to feel the echo of your grace. I didn't know how much I need the parts of you I failed to heed. Separation taught me love, not just the sweet, but all it's made of. The missing calls, the empty bed, the words I never should have said. Through the ache and all the push and shove, separation taught me love. Your silence wasn't cold, it held the weight I didn't hold. I saw your tears in hindsight's light. You were still fighting for what's right. And when the world fell far and wide, your memory stood by my side. The truth came slow, but strong enough that letting go was not our love. Separation taught me love, not just the highs, but rising above. The nights alone, the pride I wore, it all came crashing to the floor. But from the taught me love. Taught me what I was really made of. And now every kiss, every breath I take is a vow I'll never again forsake. You were always more than enough. Separation taught me love. So did I, with heavy hearts and no clear why. We said the words, we closed the door, believing we were nothing more. But love doesn't vanish with one last breath. It lingers in the quiet, stronger than death. Through all the hurt and empty skies, we saw the truth behind the lies. After goodbye, we found us in the ashes of the broken trust. We lost our way, but not our faith. Some things return no matter the way. It took the fall, the pain, the dust, but after goodbye, we found us. I heard your voice in crowded rooms. Your name still danced in distant tunes. The echoes knew what we denied, that something real had never died. Sometimes love needs time apart to see the truth inside the heart. We were done, we never were. We just forgot what we were worth. After goodbye, we found us in the pieces time couldn't crush. We let go, then reached again, now stronger than we've ever been. It took the break, the loss, the rust, but after goodbye, we found us. Goodbye was a shadow we had to chase, to see the light behind your face. Now every scar, every tear-stained fight was just a step toward making it right. After goodbye, we found us, not in the past, but in the trust. Built anew from love and grace, back in each other's warm embrace. It took the end, it took the dust, but after goodbye, we found us. We lost our way. Words went dry, hearts went gray. I thought time would make us fade, but space just made the fire stay. In the silence I heard your name. Every thought led back the same. Even oceans couldn't drown the love we buried underground. When distance made us closer, it opened up our eyes. We found each other deeper. Beneath the long goodbyes, we learned what love is worth through every ache and blur. When distance made us closer than we had ever been before. laughing lullabies. The echoes kept me company, so you came back home to me. We were broken, not undone, two shadows reaching for the sun. The space became the sacred ground, where we grew from what we found. When distance made us closer, it opened up our eyes. We found each other deeper. Beneath the long goodbyes, we learned what love is worth through every ache and blur. When distance made us closer than we had ever been before. I never knew how far we'd been to find our way back once again, but now I see in every star we loved each other from afar. When distance made us closer, no space can make us stray. We're stronger now together, because we walked away, but love pulled us through.